because sometimes people will say, "Hey, just rejoice in the Lord. Rejoice in the Lord always," right? It kind of falls into the stop being anxious kind of mentality. And I was kind of reviewing Peter Scazzera's Emotionally Healthy Spirituality recently. I don't know if you've probably read it.
Yeah,
And he
good
talks
stuff.
about in Christianity, generally speaking, we tend to try to run towards the positive emotions and try to avoid the negative emotions like fear and anger and sadness, and anxiety would fall into that, right? To what extent do we need to feel our anxiety in order to get through it? Does that make sense? Is that what do you think about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. So when I talk about, quoting that line of scripture, I'm not envisioning an avoidance of the unpleasant reality I'm in the middle of.
Hmm.
It's sort of more like changing my perspective on the
Hmm.
situation in which I find myself.
Yeah.
What anxiety does is it tends to create a world where God isn't much involved.
Yeah.
And I need to
But
remember that God's with me. That
yeah.
so when I
Right.
pray, it's not, and in a sense, I pray my anxiety. I don't
Mm,
pray to get rid of my anxiety.
yeah.
I pray that God would meet me in that which I care. And
Yeah.
maybe another thing that helps me is sometimes I'll ask the question, what does this worry say about what I care about?
Hmm. Hmm.
And how
That's
could I
great.
care about that in the presence of God and not just in the presence of anxiety?
Yeah. Yeah.